Every baseball fan knows an error by a player can be costly to the team, but an error on a baseball card, that can be costly to your wallet. Frank Thomas is one of the best hitters in MLB. He has spent 19 years in the big leagues, has over 1,700 RBIs, 1,667 walks, an on-base percentage of .419, 2 MVPs. He's tied with Willie McCovey and Ted Williams at 20th on the all-time home run leader list with 521 home runs. He's a Hall of Famer. There is one list where he is the number one spot holder. He has the most famous error in baseball. No, not in a game. On his 1990 Topps rookie card, according to a vast majority of the collectors, the Frank Thomas no name on front is the rarest error of all sports cards. It's called the no name on front because it quite literally doesn't have his name on the front of the card. How did that happen? Back in the junk wax era, card companies really rushed to produce as many card sets possible. Topps being one of the main companies, and the one that produced the no name, has said it was created by accident due to a printing error. Now, mistakes during the printing process in the 90s were common. Explanations have been that the black printing plate was damaged, but some have put together where the damage might have been done on an uncut sheet from that set. Or the printing plate was dirty, or someone forgot to clean it. Whatever the reason, Frank Thomas isn't the only player missing some sort of ink on their card. But because he had won the MVP award in 1993, his card quickly began gaining popularity. With only an estimated 250 to 500 copies accidentally made, and collectors always wanting a rookie card of an MVP winner, of course it did. Collectors don't know exactly how many exist out there. Now there are over 14,000 graded name on front cards. Back in 2021, according to BGS and PSA, there are 207 graded no name on front cards. If you really want to know how rare this card is, one collector opened 2 cases of 1990 Topps. That's about 1,440 packs. He didn't pull a single no name card. True story. Prices for this error card have ranged from a PSA 6 selling for about $6,000 to a PSA 10 selling for 5 figures. I just saw one on eBay for almost $20,000. It was a PSA 8 though. There are still some out there. Just be careful. This card is very easily faked. What about a baseball card with an error so funny, collectors buy one just to have one and laugh at it? Let me set the scene for you. It's 1988. Bill Ripken, younger brother of Cal Ripken Jr., is on the field taking batting practice at Fenway Park. He takes his first round of BP. He tosses his bat on the ground and walks around the infield. Someone taps his shoulder and wants to take his picture. Sure, why not? He grabs his bat and poses for the photo. No harm, right? Fleer was a baseball card company that produced the 1989 Billy Ripken card number 616. The photo which was taken that day was the photo used for the card. Still no harm, right? Take a closer look. See it? Written on the knob of the bat he was holding for the photo were 2 words which will forever be known as the name of this card. Fuckface. Bill Ripken has said in an interview back in 2008 that he wrote that so he would know it was his bat among all the others. That day during batting practice, he happened to be using the same one. To this day, that iconic baseball card error is very valuable. Not because of the price, no. You can get a raw version of the card for about $45. It's because of how many variations of an attempt to cover this error. There have been 12 different variations of this card to be fixed, but only 5 versions for grading by PSA. The black box version is the more common one, but the rarest of all is the scribbled out in white version. PSA is known to have 32 graded at an 8, 29 graded at 9, and 14 graded a 10. An 8 has an estimated value of $500. Funny how the edited versions are worth more than the original. It is widely common for collectors to try and obtain all the variations. It's a fun chase. Errors happen in baseball. Errors happen in baseball cards. Some happen unintentionally and make collectors say, "What happened to my card that I just paid money for?" And some are just hilarious. Keep the error cards you have. It makes for an interesting story as to why it may have happened in the first place. Some might be worth something.